We should tell the professor what happened to Renba. Sort of. Probably not everything, though. And also I should make sure I talk to Hong. So actually, let's do that first, if I can figure out where he is. And how reliable is your core? It is the core of my being, mistress. If it goes, I go. Look at this place, 6. It looks modern, but it's ancient. Here and there, bits of architecture go back thousands of years. Aaliyah? Tell me, are you still wasting your time on curious notions of history? What's so curious? Well now, your ideas are hardly wholesome. All that death and decay. You should devote yourself to a real science, metallics maybe, loop philosophy. History is a science. It's the exploration of the past, through evidence and theory. Honestly. Most people think you will not be content until you have unearthed your own skull. Good faith to you, Aaliyah. May the waters light your way. I really hate him. Understandable, mistress. Yeah, me too. Have you sailed before, 6? I don't know, mistress. Yeah, you have. We've actually already been through this. You now have. Wonder if I once enjoyed sailing. Perhaps you crashed a ship into that hole you were found in on Iox. Buried yourself at high speed. I was buried the right way up, mistress. I think someone ordered me to stand still, while they poured the cement around me. Could someone order you like that? You wouldn't try to preserve yourself? I think perhaps a primary user could. I do not know. Myari should be up in her office. Well, that would be nice. I'm not looking for Myari. I'm looking for Hong. So, were you off while you were buried? Asleep? Is that why you can't remember it? I do not know, mistress. I cannot remember. Maybe the roboticists wiped your memory after they dug you up. If I'd been buried alive for 100 years, I'd be mad. It was longer than that. 1,000 years, perhaps. But I cannot remember them. I wonder what else you used to know. Look at this thing, 6. Did you know it's the oldest thing on Iox? Or so they say. It is said to be a sundial, mistress. Was the sundial made here? I believe so, mistress. Curiously enough. Why is that curious? It seems to me this sundial could never have worked, mistress. At least, not in this location. No light? I suspect whoever positioned this here did not realize how it was intended to function. So, how do you know the sundial is meant to work? It is apparent from the design, mistress, or at least it appears so to me. I should go and talk to Myari before I leave. I wasn't trying to leave. Fine, I'll go find something else. Someone else. I don't know where I'm going. I can't walk that way, so we gotta go this way. Oh, hello. Aaliyah! Professor Myari is waiting for you. I'm on my way to see her. I should think so. Travel safely, Aaliyah. Good lord. So iolite crystals from the site of Remba's cache must have been mined during the Empire period. To make things like that brooch Remba found, there might be some evidence of that work left. Or some artifacts from connected sites. If you robots are so ancient, don't you have the whole history of the nebula in your head somewhere? Perhaps some do. I do not. So, what do you remember? I remember my activation, nothing more before that. Perhaps I had never been activated before. But perhaps you had. Quite so. I believe the robot is supposed to be British, and I am not giving it a British voice, so maybe I will do that now. Aaliyah, you're back. But I don't know if I want to ask what you found. Maybe you don't, Professor. It's not good news. I'm not a child. Just tell me what you saw. He's dead, Professor. His ship blew up as he tried to leave an off-river moon. Interesting. You're certain? We are quite certain, Professor. Did you go anywhere except Myari? Renba went exploring off the rivers. He was using fuel to propel himself. That must be how he blew himself up. Renba appeared to be investigating an abandoned hermitage. And you followed him. What did you find there? There was nothing left of Renba, Professor. He's gone. I'm not an idiot, Aaliyah. I understand what being blown up means. What did you find on the moon? I thought you were interested in Renba. I'm interested in the nebula. As are you, which is why I sent you. Now, apart from Renba's idiocy, what did you find down there? Anything? You think we missed something? No. No, most likely not. Although perhaps Renba found something and it shared his fate. Professor, I fear Mistress Aaliyah is not being entirely honest. We found some worthless artifacts. A figurine, trinkets. Mistress Aaliyah is hoping not to tell you that we found a crown, Professor. We believe it to be the crown of the Empire. But I don't have it on me. I'm afraid Mistress Aaliyah passed it on to a contact in Elbereth, Mistress Myari. That's a mercenary act, Aaliyah. I always assumed you made a little on the side. I didn't sell it. My friend's a mechanist. She's just looking at it. So you're going to bring it back to me? Go and fetch it. I look forward to seeing it. Off you go. Aha. One last thing, Aaliyah. Tell me honestly. How are you finding your new companion? Are you working well together? Why do you ask? Robots are valuable things, Aaliyah. I want to know immediately if anything happens to this one. I hope that's clear. Clear? I'm glad to hear it. You know something. And
I didn't exactly lie to Myari about what I'd found. But I didn't tell her the whole truth either.
what do robots know, Six? When they're activated, I mean. Most things, mistress. They are unlike human children. They talk and move fluidly. Perhaps we should return to the ship now, mistress. How about not just yet? I need to find Hung. If I may, mistress, I detected a certain coldness between you and the professor. She's like a mother to me. People always detest their mothers. Ooh, are you the way to Hong?
The library is a quiet spot to think, except when Huang's in there, which of course he always is.
Good. Well, I wanted to chit-chat to Huang anyway. How old are these books of yours? Some are really old, but not, not ancient. They date back to the first empress or so. I discovered a page you might enjoy. Let's see now. There's an inscription. I read it as Pilgrims Follow Paths Book. Yes, I think you're right on book. I'm glad you agree. Why aren't there any books older than the first empress? I don't know. There just aren't. I know you've found older. Have you found any artifacts you want me to look at? Do you know anything about an ancient observatory? Mistress, I was not aware of this. An observatory? That's interesting. I mentioned Renaki. Did you ever go there? You've mentioned it before. I have. Well, all right then. Wait a minute. Take your time. There. Why are you being so nice to me? You're never nice to me. I'm always nice. Very funny. You barely ever speak to me, and when you do, you're always frowning like I just ran over your dog. I'm having a good day. Have you just been fired? No. I don't believe you, but alright. Well, anyway, I was in Reniki recently. I know, me on a boat. You should have seen me. I turned green. What did you do that for? I've got my secrets, Aaliyah. The curators let me take a few things and trade. Anyway, on the boat there was a trader called Amandu. He was talking, pretty expansively if you understand me, about something he'd found. He called it... Well, you asked me about an observatory. That's what Amandu said he'd found. Well, I've followed worse leads before. Read anything good recently? I've been indexing, mostly. Ah, there he is. But they don't know history. They don't know who built them. No, mistress. At least I do not. The robots know. Mistress? Something someone said to me. Perhaps they were thinking of the ethical core. Aaliyah, good faith to you. Yes, why did you just walk up and say my name? And now I am all turned around. Where is my library? There we go. Are you ready to go yet, mistress? Yeah, let's get out of here. Do it. Do it. I don't have a good Emperor Palpatine voice, but that would be a good opportunity for that. And so we left the university. Aboard the Nightingale. Oh, I can now visit Renaki. Let's start soon. Although I would like to see if I can go back to Elbereth. I will prepare the tackle, mistress. Let's go back to Elbereth. Real fast. And talk to the worker, because that might give me a new lead. I'm not going to ask about the crown yet. I'm just going to leave that for now. Robots know ethics, speech. But nothing that only they know. Perhaps robots once knew more than they know now. Set us down, 6. Let us trade the bit of sword, now that we've gotten somebody else to look at it, and... Or I should have had the chance to look into the crown by now. I'm just afraid to pick it up because then 6 is going to make me go back right away. I have ensured we have no weapons with us once more. Sed boyoke rifar. Kibenya. Yenhua sale kataliti. Robot is just instantly angry. We are now somewhat higher up than we were, mistress. Of course we are. We're inside the citadel. Yes. I'll hire that worker from you. I have what you want. Let us see what you're offering. I prefer jewelry and weapons. What? I can't trade the sword now? I didn't give him the sword. Your price is too high. As you wish. God damn it. Okay. I told you no. Oh shit. I wouldn't sell him to you now if you had a crown. I just want to ask him something. Imagine if I gave you that for free. What would the next request be? Just an hour. Just a day. Just a night. Now go away. Much. I done messed that one up. Well, why do the laborers not fight back? There's only so far you can run here. Come here. Let's see. I hope your friend is still here, mistress. Probably. Let's give her a minute. Ah, Aliyah. Good. Quickly, come in. That thing you brought in? What did you make of it? First things first. Where did you find it? How? A box on an empty moon. Of all the boxes you could open. Do you ever hear of the Great Forge? A moon used in the early empire for crafting complex devices. I've never seen anything so obviously made there before. This forge, Oroi, is it real? Not just a myth? It must have been real and huge, employing hundreds, maybe thousands of people. Where? I have no idea. You're the archaeologist. Thanks, Oroi. Do you want it back or what? I better had. I've got someone back on Iox waiting for it. Honestly, I'd rather it wasn't here. I'll keep it safe. The Catkiss Gate. How do you get all your tools and things through it? I had to leave all my sharp things behind. Yes, it does that. The best way for you to get round it? No idea. I had the best foil in my arm, so it doesn't bother me. What? Never mind. Don't trouble your pretty head about it. So you have a foil in your arm? It's not deep, and it's only a small one. Nothing much, just enough for the gate to recognize you. How are things here? Still slow. See you when I see you, Elazara. Well, we done screwed the pooch there. A little bit with the lady. Maybe we'll go back and talk to Timur. Maybe he will know. What's a Rebesk foil? You have never seen the internals of a robot, then? I have, but it wasn't labeled. Oh my. A Rebesk foil is a small scrap of metal inscribed with enormous detail, like one of your fingerprints. But what's a Rebesk foil for? In general, it is for storing information. Think of it as a book with small writing. Can you read it? Very small writing, mistress. What is yours for? I do not know exactly, mistress. I have never tried removing it to see what I lose. I lost a robot here once. Which one? 3. That was its name. 1 minute it was with me, the next. I will be vigilant, mistress. Oh, you'll be all right, 6. I don't need the trade as much as I did then. Mistress is teasing me. And how do the traders function? How are they able to do what they do? The money. They trade for others' powerlessness for their own power. Mistress, did you really sell 3 on Elbereth? Let's go and see Timur.
Laughter, shouting, crying, all at once. The sound of 1,000 people packed up like a box of oranges.
At least there's actually people here today. Aaliyah, you're back. Just pour me a drink, Timur. Yeah. Thanks, Timur. I will wait here, mistress. Oh, he looks so sad. So, is the cleaning job keeping you busy? I've cleaned up a little, certainly. It's amazing what you can find out there. Picking through dead people's jewelry. Why don't you like robots? They don't buy drinks, do they? And your real reason. Their eyes. They're not looking out of their eyes. The eyes are fake eyes. So where are they looking? I don't like that I don't know. And now look here. I have a present for you. A ribbon of paper. It looks like something from the Empire. It has been inscribed. Blessing of Pilgrim's Path? I'll look at it again later. This comes from the same site as the page. The one I found on the hideout moon. Having this should be helpful in pinning down where these originated. This should help us work out where to look for its location. What do I owe you? Nothing. Just don't stop stopping by. You want another raki? Please, hit me. I've got nowhere to be. Enjoy. I saw something terrible out in the cyclones. The burned out wreck of a ship. Belonged to someone at the university. He died out there. And it could have been you. Easily. Still might. I take some real risks out there, alone. And sometimes you wonder why you do it. We all take risks, Alia. Life is a risk. I know. You think I should settle down. On Elbereth. Open a shop. There's nothing wrong with a shop, Alia. But you could do more. Even Elbereth has leaders, you know. Timur, do you ever see Oroi? She never comes down here anymore. You two were inseparable once. I got you stealing my raki cask when you were too small to carry it, let alone drink any. Oroi picked the lock with a hairpin. The things that girl could do if she put her mind to it. Your friend by the door there should be afraid of her. Alia, why do you do what you do? Picking things up, dusting them off, putting them in boxes. You'll never tidy up the nebula faster than it makes a mess of itself. So what's the use? It's not about the things. It's about the story behind the things. History belongs to everyone. It has to be protected and shared. Otherwise, when I die, when you die, it's like it never happened. And then we don't know who we are. I'm not sure we do know who we are. Then we need more history, not less. I'm not sure anyone knows who they are. Minute to minute, day to day. You do know what you have to do, what you are set up to do. That's all there is time to do. You look back and say, oh, I was like that. And you hope you are kind.
I had my first taste of rocker when I was 8. I didn't pay for it that time either.
The raki's good today. I found a new clean drum. It makes all the difference when you can distill it. You need to get someone to clean up this place. You're a cleaner, aren't you? No. Okay. Walking into a pool because I am super drunk. Oh yeah. Look at the way out of this dang tent. Be seeing you, Timur. Don't be a stranger. Oh, Alia, I was joking just now. I was... Come on, Six. Joking about what? We have one new artifact to consider. We have also pinpointed a new location, a moon in Ghost's Wake. Are you ready to go now, mistress? Do it. Let's go. Let's go somewhere new. Yes, please leave the moon. And so we left the surface of Elbereth. With enough new information to locate an undiscovered site, the moon in Ghost's Wake. Dang it. I ruined my chance to get to talk to the laborer guy. Oh well. I guess that's replay value, right? Mistress, we are receiving a message. It is from Professor Myari. Put her through. I was not awaiting permission, mistress. Aliyah, where are you? Following a lead. Huh. Next you'll be asking for a pay rise. This isn't a social call. I wanted to let you know we're having a celebration for Renba here at the university. You don't have to attend, but I thought I'd let you know. You want me to come? I think it might be good for your soul, and I think your soul needs all the help it can get. Come home, Aliyah, right away. That is all she sent, mistress. I can't keep this from Myari much longer. I'm sure she's desperate to see it. Somewhere over here. I mean, it's on my way to the wake. So let's do that. I want to go poking around at a few more things before I go to Iox. Realistically speaking, the party wouldn't be over by the time I got there. I mean, this won't be that long of a detour.